So, some Diff, MICROGRANNY KORG-SQ1 best FWENDS. How's it going, everybody? I picked up the KORG-SQ1 and the MICROGRANNY not too long ago. I had actually picked up the MICROGRANNY and just wasn't super into it, and I wanted a partner. I think that it's like a really, really fast box that sounds really good, but I didn't like that I couldn't sequence it, and it was really good for sending a clock to and stretching samples out to a tempo, but I don't know, I just wanted to do a little bit more with it in my live setup. So I saw the KORG-SQ1 and I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. I can hook it up to all of the IRA modular things that I have and clock it from, I don't know, some other stuff that I have, and I think it'll be really interesting. So in playing around with it, I realized just how great this is, because the KORG-SQ1 has this major flaw that you only have C minor, C major, a chromatic, and then this kind of like linear step sequencing. So, we don't always play in C major or C minor, but because we're playing the MICROGRANNY, we can sample whatever the root note of, what we want to play is. So maybe that's a D, right? So we can sample a D and then play in C minor, but because the root note we're triggering is a D, then we'll be playing in D minor. So, it's really exciting because it means that the KORG-SQ1 can now play in all keys, and the MICROGRANNY can kind of like, I don't know, do some cool stuff. So anyway, let's get into it. What I'm going to do is sample something into the MICROGRANNY. So put the mic down here. I'm going to sample an A, which is the root note that I'm going to play in. So we press the red button, right? And then we press the pad that we want to sample. And then I think we press the red button again. There we go. So if we come over to our active step, we can trigger steps around there. So I have the gate turned off here. I'm going to turn that on. Come over to the active step. Put a little bit of reverb on that. We'll get a different pad here. Let's try Okay, so enough of that noodlery. So this is lasting for a very long time. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe I turned the release all the way up. I'll try that. No, it's still hanging. Okay, well, it's a quirky little thing. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually I'm gonna sample a D, which is I'm gonna sample like a C chord here, maybe an F chord. So now we have like kind of two sort of bass lines happening. Anyway, so I think that the microgranny is a really nice addition to the SQ1. I think the SQ1 is a really nice addition to the microgranny. They kind of, I think, fill in each other's gaps. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have these two things, I would sure try plugging them in together. And if you have an SQ1 and you're kind of bugged about sticking in C major or minor, then consider a microgranny, because it might open up some options for the SQ1. Anyway, thank you very much. This is Some Diff signing off.